La formation australienne Midnight Oil a toujours mêlé rock et politique. Peter Garrett fut même un temps candidat à la présidence de son pays. Le groupe nous a habitués à un rock qui dérange, sur des textes engagés qui défendent des causes comme le pacifisme ou l'écologie. En 1986, Midnight Oil effectue une tournée dans les communautés aborigènes de la brousse australienne, tournée qui les décide à consacrer leur 6e album à la situation de ce peuple, dont l'existence est menacée. Avec son rythme solide et son refrain revendicateur, Beds Are Burning donne le ton au micro-sillon. Cette prise de position en faveur des droits territoriaux des aborigènes est le thème central de Diesel and Dust.
Peter Garrett, welcome back to Montreal, welcome back to Musique, please. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Yes, I'm well.
Last year, was it before the recording of Diesel and Dust that you toured the Australian outbacks?
Yeah.
And as opposed to touring, you know, going to Sydney and Melbourne and so on, playing the city centres in Australia, you decided to play before Aborigines. How did this influence the recording of Diesel and Dust?
I think it made it less technological. It made the record breathe a little bit more. It meant that we got the rhythm of the bush, of the desert. Tried to get a bit of that in the record. And we didn't think too much about what the songs were going to be like. We just sort of tried to get the sound down.
And some more milk too!
I saw this film, a French translation actually, of an Australian film called The Fringe Dwellers about 2 months ago. It's a 1986 film about Aborigines who want to be integrated into the white Australian mainstream, if you want to call it that, especially the plight of the teenagers who live on the, as the title implies, fringe dwellers on the outskirts of an urban center. What's it like to be an Aborigine, and especially in their teens in Australia? Is the problem as bad as it is being reported here in Canada?
Well, it's not that easy for me to answer, because obviously, you know, I haven't been into their situation to experience it fully, but from what we saw when we were in the bush and the relations that we have with people in the cities, they have a hard time in adjusting to two cultures that are clashing, and they're the meat in that sandwich. But it's not a sort of a culture clash of say 2 languages as you have here. This is a culture clash of 2 completely different civilizations, you know, with very different sets of ethics and values and behavior patterns and social obligations, and all at the time when one is used to moving very slowly and the other is moving increasingly quickly. And we have a terrible problem in Australia with young Aboriginals, mainly men, either suiciding or being beaten up by the police in police custody. And we have a Royal Commission in our country about that, about deaths of young Aboriginals in police custody. That many of them are unemployed. A lot end up seeking some kind of solution through alcohol. And many of them feel disenchanted with the lives that they lead, and it's quite understandable. They're in a real rotten part of the time in history.